Hey, welcome to Shiny Ignite. My name is Joram, and today I want to give you a brief refresher on reactivity. Reactivity is one of the core building blocks of Shiny. When you're developing an app, you want your user to be able to interact with it. You also want your app to feel dynamic and responsive, and you definitely don't want any of your users writing their own code. We can do this by applying basic reactivity concepts. In this session, I want to touch on all of the reactivity concepts that you may or may not know. We will progress through an app to illustrate concepts such as input, output, reactives, and observers. But we'll also have a look at how to control and visualize reactivity. You will encounter many of these concepts yourself while developing a Shiny app, so it's good to get a basic understanding of it. Now, let's start with why reactivity. Normally, when you run a script, you run it from top to bottom or line by line. We call this declarative programming. Whatever you do immediately gets executed for a result. In a Shiny app, however, you may want to run things multiple times, or for certain actions to trigger a certain response in the UI, or maybe you want to change parameters as you go. You cannot place yourself in between, so you need your app to react to certain changes, hence the name. As a developer, you define the constraints, the situation, and the functions, but you let the user or Shiny decide when to use it. We call this imperative programming. You can compare it with writing a book of recipes. You write step by step how actions are made, but you don't control when it is made. Important for you to know is that 99% of this takes place in the server part of your code. Shiny decide what codes get executed and when, but more on this later. In the next videos I will dive deeper into this. To run you through reactivity examples, I did some digging and I came across a reactivity dataset. It's called the outfielder jump dataset from Baseball Savant. This dataset basically outlines how well outfielders react to a batted ball. The more positive this number is, the better their reaction is compared to the average reaction to a batted ball. I want to explore this together with you, but feel free to copy this application and data for any other use case. Almost every video in this course will be combined with a problem script and a solution script. Together with me, we go over a concept surrounding reactivity, and I've come up with a small exercise in which it is applied. I did my best to keep these independent for you, but in real life, reactivity concepts often get intermingled. So take that into consideration. Lastly, if the content of this course feels familiar or too easy, feel free to skip over it. Time to get started.